everyone, welcome to my fragment UI. In this video, I will show my fragment project. It lets user create, update, delete, and convert text and image fragments. The system runs on AWS using ECS, ECR, S3, DynamoDB, Cognito, and CloudWatch, and it's deployed with GitHub Actions. I will walk you through the API on ECS, the UI, logging with Cognito, creating and managing fragments, and viewing logs in CloudWatch. Okay, so here you can see our fragment UI, but we're gonna come to it later. Okay, let's go to our EC2. Okay, so here I'm in the EC2 dashboard under load balancers. You can see my load balancer called fragment LB over here, and its status is active, which means it's running and ready to route traffic. Okay, and if you click on it, it's an application load balancers, and it's internet facing, which is exactly what we need so that the fragment API can be accessed publicly. Okay, over here, if we look, here is the public DNS name of the load balancer. This is basically the URL that clients use to talk to my fragments API running on ECS. Okay, so let's try to open it in our browser. So if we come here, we're gonna open it. Okay, and here we're gonna see our health router. Okay, you can see that it returns the health check JSON, which confirms my ECS task is running properly behind the load balancer. Okay, now let's go back to the EC2 over here. Okay, you can see that it's deployed across 2 availability zones, which gives a redundancy and higher availability. Okay, now let's go to the fragment UI as I have promised. Okay, here's our fragment UI. We're gonna try to log in. Okay, here we're gonna log in with the username Nurena01, and let's get logged in, and here is our password. We are now logged in successfully with our Cognito, and we have message hello Nurena01 with our username. Okay, let's check our API status to see that our health router is working properly, and as you can see, our health router is working properly. Okay, over here we have a box that we can create text plain fragment or JSON or Markdown, and then we have here over here a button that can create our fragment, and then we're gonna get an API response. And over here we can upload an image and get a fragment image. For now, we don't hear over here at the end of the page a list, because our list is empty. We didn't create anything yet. So let's start creating. Okay. First of all, I would like to open my inspect so you can guys see how everything is working. Okay. So let's start from the text plain. Let's do Nurena and create the fragment, and as you can see here, we got the response from the API. We have our status, fragment ID, owner ID, type, size, and everything over here. Okay, each time we create different fragment, we're gonna get different IDs, we're gonna get different type, different size. Okay, and over here we can see that our fragment has been created and it's on our list. Let's view it. Here we have Nurena, and if we come over here, we can see that Nurena has been created successfully, right? Our request method is get, and status code is 200 OK, and our AWS URL is here. Great, wonderful. Now let's move on to the next step, which is gonna be our application JSON. Okay, let's take this one over here. Let's do like this. Wonderful. Create the fragment. Now you're gonna see, whoop, it changed. Well, now we got the API response, and over here we have 2 different fragment items, one with JSON, one with text plain. Let's view it. Ta-da! We have Nurena Babayev JSON. Great. If we come over here, we can see that our IDs are matching as well, right? It's CIEB, CIEB. Great, and let's preview it, and our JSON has been successfully been created. Now let's go back and create Markdown. Let's go create Freddy. Okay, create fragment, and our fragment has been successfully created. Okay, as you can see, now we have three. We have over here Markdown as well. Let's view it. We have here Freddy. Let's see, our IDs are the same, and Freddy has been created successfully. Now let's try to upload an image. Okay, I'm gonna take my last image over here from my gallery. Great, wonderful. Let's upload it, and ta-da, we have an image. Let's view, and the image has been uploaded successfully. And let's see over here. Yep, we have our image that has been successfully completed. Okay, PNG and PNG. Now let's try to convert. Okay, let's say we wanna convert the PNG over here to JPEG. Okay, let's convert it, and ta-da, it has been converted successfully. As you can see here over here, it has been converted to JPEG. Let's confirm the IDs, and the IDs are matching as well. Now let's convert the Markdown. Okay, let's convert it to HTML. Convert, and it's ready. Okay, before it was like just Freddy, it was a text, and now it's HTML. Let's come over here to see that Freddy has been created. Yep, it has been created. You see, it's HTML over here, and our IDs are matching as well. And let's see over here. Yep, Freddy has been successfully been created. Great. Now, let's try to update. Let's update Freddy and add him his family name, Babayev. Okay, let's see if it's gonna work. And where is Freddy? Freddy has been updated successfully. So if we come over here, we can see that. Wait. Yep. Freddy has been successfully updated, and now if we come over here, it wasn't Rena. Let's update it. Let's add some numbers. I don't know. Great, wonderful. Now it has been updated. Okay, we can see over here it has been updated, and if we come here, we can see that it has been updated successfully. Now let's try to delete. Okay, since the PNG takes a lot of storage, let's try to delete it. Okay, remember the ID C67. Delete it. C67 has been deleted successfully. Now let's just delete the Markdown. Okay, and it's 2855 the ID, just to remember, 2855, and has been deleted successfully. And our fragment UI is functioning in a correct way. As you can see, everything is working properly, and now we are just left with two fragments in the list. Now let's move on to the CloudWatch. As you can see, this is my CloudWatch over here, and here is our log management and our logs, and here we're gonna have our list as logs. Okay, now let's just enter over here. Great. I'm gonna create new fragment, and later on I will show why I've been creating it. Okay, create a fragment. As you can see, now we have a new fragment. Okay, and we're just gonna copy the ID. Okay, and then we're gonna come here and we're gonna search it. Oh, first of all we have to refresh. I'm sorry. And now we found it. And now let me explain what is that. Inside the log stream, you can see the entire for the exact request I just made. It shows the route, time steps, and status code. This confirms that my ECS task handled the request and that everything is logged correctly in the CloudWatch. Now let's move on to the Cognito. Here is my Amazon Cognito user pool. Under app client you can see the app client called Fragrant UI. This is the clients my frontend uses to authorization users through the Cognito hosted UI. When a user logs in, Cognito issues an ID token and access token, which the UI uses to securely call my Fragment API running on ECS. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the ECR, as you can see over here, and you can see all of the Docker images that were pushed from GitHub Action CD pipeline. Every time I create a new Git tag, GitHub Actions builds the Docker image, pushes it to ECR, and ECR automatically deploys the newest version. As you can see, we have here many images. Okay. Now let's move on to ECS. Okay, and this is my ECS service that runs the Fragment API. You can see the service is active and has one running task. Okay, if we go to the task over here, we can see the task is running successfully. Okay, ECS pulls the container image from ECR and runs it inside the cluster. The load balancer connects to the task and exposes the v1 API to the public. This confirms that my API server is deployed and running correctly on AWS. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to S3 bucket. This is my S3 bucket where all fragment data is stored. Each folder represents a user ID, and inside are the object of each fragment that users created. Okay, and wherever I upload the text, JSON, or image, the raw data gets saved here in S3. This shows that my API is correctly storing a fragment data in AWS. Okay, now let's move on to DynamoDB. Let's go to tables and let's go to fragments tables over here, and let's explore the items over here. Great. Now here is my DynamoDB table called fragments. This table stores the metadata for each fragment, such as the fragment ID, type, size, creation time, and updated time. When I scan the table, you can see all fragments created by my user over here. Let's just refresh it. Yep, we have 3. And this proves the API successfully writing metadata to DynamoDB, just like specification requires. Okay, so if we go back to our UI, we can see that we have in our list 1, 2, 3. We have only 3. Let's just confirm the IDs. We have here D7, C1, and DA. Let's see, D7, DA, and C1. Okay, let's just create one as an example to see if our list is gonna get bigger. So let's do something random. We have been creating it, we created it. Now we have 4 in our list. And if we go back, and refresh, we can see right now that we have 4 different fragments. Okay, let's check the last one that we have been created. It was with 9D5. Let's see over here. 9D5 is the last that we have been created. Also, I would like to go to my GitHub repository to show my action. In my actions, that all the action has been passed, the Docker, CI, and CD. And here is my CD has been passed. And if you go to my workflows again, you can see that my CI has been passed successfully. If you go to CI, I'm sorry, to Docker publish, it has been successfully also passed as well.